I'm so confused and stressed about economics. I don't understand any of these concepts. If only there was some way to learn. Maybe a short nap will help. Darn it, I misplaced my bedspread. Oh look, Krugman. Finally putting this to good use. Where am I?
Econ land.
Who are you guys?
I'm Krugman.
And I'm Wells.
And together we're
the Econ Lads.
What are you doing here?
We heard you were having some trouble with basic economic concepts.
Well, you heard right, because I need help, and there's so much to learn in so little time.
Funny you should mention that, because that's one of the biggest economics concepts. Scarcity.
What's scarcity?
Scarcity is the idea that there are unlimited wants yet limited resources.
And in this case, our scarce resource is time.
I see what you're saying, but I still don't quite understand.
Well, let's give another example.
Now, suppose we had unlimited waffles. Would this item be scarce?
Yes?
No! It's not scarce because anyone who wants a waffle can have one or more.
Now, let's suppose that we have 12 waffles, but Wells wants 32 waffles. Would this item be scarce?
Yes.
Correct.
Correct, because my wants exceed my limited resources.
I understand, but why does Wells want 32? Why not more?
Funny you should ask. When I eat my 30-second waffle, my marginal utility equals 0.
What's marginal utility?
Well, marginal utility means the additional satisfaction you gain from consuming one more unit of a good or service. Suppose you're Wells. The first waffle gives you the most satisfaction at 100 utils, which are the unit for satisfaction.
I'm so satisfied.
Now, let's say the next waffle gives you 90 utils of satisfaction. The marginal utility has decreased due to the law of diminishing marginal utility.
So, with each additional unit consumed, the marginal utility decreases from the previous unit?
Yes, although it's less than the previous unit, you are still gaining utility, so you should continue to eat until your marginal utility equals 0.
That makes sense to me.
Your marginal utility equals 0 when you consume your 30-second waffle. If you consumed a 33rd waffle, your marginal utility would be negative. Therefore, you'd be consuming once you were already completely satisfied.
Now I understand marginal utility. This is great and all, but I still need to do my P&Es. How can I increase my efficiency?
How about you call up your friend John Maynard Keynes?
You mean my classmate?
Hi, this is famous economist John Maynard Keynes. Who's this?
Henry.
Henry, my classmate? What's up?
I was having trouble with economics homework, and I was thinking you could help by splitting up the work.
That sounds great, Henry. I can have Aplia done in 10 minutes.
Well, it takes me 15 minutes to do the Applias, so I think I should do P&Es instead.
Not quite.
Wells, is that you? It's me, famous economist John Maynard Keynes.
What? Oh my god! It's me, Wells, the irrelevant author of the textbook no one reads. How long does it take you to do one P&E?
Like 5 minutes.
Whoa!
Well, it takes me 20 minutes to do a P&E.
Let's draw it out.
Although John has an absolute advantage in both Aplia and P&E questions, meaning he is more efficient at both in comparison to Henry, he could still gain from this trade. It would be more efficient if Henry did the Aplia because his opportunity cost for doing the Aplia is lower than John's. Similarly, John's opportunity cost for doing P&Es is smaller than Henry's, so John should do the P&Es.
Well, how did you figure that out?
Well, let's take Henry's data first. If we were to do the Aplia questions, to find his opportunity cost for this action, we'd have to divide the time it takes for him to do an Aplia question by the time it takes for him to do a P&E question. So 15 divided by 12 yields 3/4, which means his opportunity cost for doing an Aplia question is 3/4 of a P&E question. Let's do the same for John's data. If John were to do Aplia, you would divide the 10 minutes she takes for Aplia by the 5 minutes she takes for P&Es and get 2. Meaning for every Aplia question she does, she could have been doing 2 P&E questions. Because Henry's opportunity cost is lower than John, Henry has a comparative advantage in Aplia, while John has it in P&Es. Therefore, Henry does the Aplia question, while John does the P&E questions. So they can trade and both maximize their efficiency.
Wow, I get it now. Thanks for your help, John. We can trade answers before school tomorrow.
Well, see you at school! I wonder if we're being academically dishonest.
We do not condone academic dishonesty.
All this studying is making me hungry. Can I buy a waffle off of you guys?
Sure, but we only accept fiat money.
I don't think I have any fiat money. All I have is this $1 bill.
Silly lad, that is fiat money. Fiat money is money that's issued by the federal government, and although it does not have any real intrinsic value, it is widely accepted as a form of payment for goods, services, and other financial transactions, such as paying off your debt.
A defining characteristic of fiat money is that it is not commodity-backed, which means it is not backed by things like gold or diamonds.
That dollar you are holding has also a store of value. Okay, this means that over time, a dollar bill is still a dollar bill.
It is also a medium of exchange. In the olden days, people would trade goods and services for wheat and chickens. But today, we accept fiat money for goods and services. Crazy.
Will you trade me this chicken for that wheat?
Why, sure.
Finally, it is a unit of account. This means that goods can be priced and compared against each other depending on how much value the item is worth in fiat money.
So this is fiat money.
Yes, sir, it is.
Well, here are those waffles that you wanted. But if you want a cup of milk, that's an extra $1.
I don't have enough money for that.
Why?
I don't have a job.
Wait, are you
mean unemployed? So what brings you here today?
I'm sad because I'm unemployed.
Are you really unemployed? To be really unemployed, you have to be actively seeking work.
I'm really unemployed.
Oh, are you unemployed because the needs of your employer have changed, making you structurally unemployed?
No, I just quit my job at the chemical factory because I wanted a job with better pay and health insurance.
So you are voluntary unemployed and between 2 different jobs. That makes you frictionally unemployed.
Wow. This is so interesting. Are there any other kinds of unemployment?
Yes, cyclical unemployment, which changes with the business cycle. The natural rate of unemployment is frictional plus structural, but the real rate of unemployment will be structural, cyclical, and fictional. All 3 of them.
Wait, but I'm still unemployed though.
Well, that's a you problem. Well, Henry, I hope that you learned a lot about scarcity, marginal utility, comparative advantage, fiat money, and unemployment.
I sure did. I feel a lot more ready for my econ test tomorrow.
Awesome, because you actually are about to wake up.
That was a crazy dream.